Hi, welcome back to another Hour with Crowder with me, your host Crowder. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're already a subscriber, go ahead and comment, like, share, subscribe, ding the bell. Do all of those things that bring my algorithm up. Because you guys have not been... no, I'm just kidding. My girl got on to me about that last week that I yelled at you guys, but it wasn't an ill intent. It's just that I think that my show is a great show to watch, and you guys should share, like, subscribe, comment, and ding the bell. That's it. But to everybody that does watch my YouTube page, and specifically for the ones that do streaming platforms, I am very sorry. I actually uploaded the what was it? The 41 episode, Wally Hippolyto? I think it was 41. Well, 41, 42, the Wally Hippolyto is called We Off the Stoop. I actually loaded that one up late, and I didn't catch it until like Thursday. And 42? Okay, so we just got it, 42. 42, the 42nd episode, 42 episode. The 42nd episode was uploaded late on the streaming platforms. And to all of my dedicated listeners, whether you're the first one, whether you're ride or die, whether you're in and out, I definitely am sorry for that. I did not intend to do that. I thought that I was, doing everything. I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own, and if you're a podcaster, you know what I'm talking about. So apologies for all of my dedicated listeners that are doing that. And as you can see, I got my glasses on today because about to get technical in this bitch. Because I know everyone that are dedicated listeners, or if you're in and out, whatever it is, I know that you have been waiting for me to come in on the Columbus, Ohio situation with the 16-year-old girl and the knife situation. And I'm going to get to it because I want to come in hot. I don't want to do no, back and forth, no tingle-taggle. Let's go ahead and get off into it. Me, personally, I don't want to stay too long on this because at the end of the day, there's no right and wrong answer because 2 lives was in the balance that day. There was a 16-year-old girl and then their kids. So how do you, decide who's who's like eligible to live and who's eligible to die? There's no right answer in this situation, but if you're speaking in technological terms and by the police book and by moral standards, I have to side with the cop on this one. I just do. Oh, God. Oh, backlash. Oh, my back hurt. Everybody's lashing me on my back. God, I just, look. Let's just go ahead and set this up real quick. First of all, I have so many points. Look, you guys, I have a whole list right here because it was so many variables that I had to go through in my head. As a black woman, I don't have kids, but as a black woman and the demographic of what is happening in today, I had to really sit back and figure out what is the right reason. But like I said in the beginning, ain't no right or wrong. It's just about what is morally right at that time. So these are some of the, points that I want to go over. First of all, would we even be having this conversation? Would we be having this conversation if it was a black man that shot a black child that was about to stab another black child? Would we? 9 times out of 10, no, we wouldn't. Because for one, the news ain't going to put it off on air. They're not airing anything except for black death. And then a white policeman at that, killing a black girl. Oh my God. So that alone just says what the sentiment is. This is a propaganda prop. A propaganda prop. I'm going to coin that. A propaganda prop. You know, a lot of people disagreed on me. And, oh, yeah. Before I forget, shout out to Jared Williams. That's my best friend. He came in last week, and he did an episode with me, but a lot of funny stuff happened with the footage, and, you know, I'm in between a lot of stuff right now, so that didn't air, but he brought up a lot of good points, and I thought about that a lot, and that's why I have all these points, because I thought about what he said a lot, about the taser, about how black people are constantly getting killed, about how, you know, in those situations, you should be, you know, more privy to what's going on and make better decisions as a cop. I went over all that stuff in my head while I was in my truck driving. But back to my first point, would we be talking about this if it was a black cop that shot a black girl that was about to kill another black girl? We wouldn't. We would not be talking about this because, for one, the news ain't going to show a black cop killing a black girl about to get ready to kill another black girl. They're not going to show that because what is the news? The news is propaganda. The news is used to shift our minds into what they want us to think. And what they want us to think is white people hate black people and black people hate white people. When last time I checked, my girlfriend white, and she loved me. And, you know, I love her too, and I'm black. And it's some good fucking white people out there, and I'm pretty sure it's some white people that are fucking good to black people. And the crazy thing is that, like, because we have this point of view, black people, because we can stand on our own opinion about what is going on, we get called coons. We get called, oh, you stupid, you're dumb. Oh, this is, you know, you drink the Kool-Aid or whatever the fuck new phrase it is for black people to be cooning. I don't know. But what I seen was a man that made a decision of lethal force versus lethal force. And, you know, if you come into your house and you see a robber robbing all your motherfucking shit, or you going to, and you own a gun and you're licensed to carry, of course, and you have it on you. You got it on you. You got it on your hip. Are you going to wrestle him down to the fucking ground, or are you going to shoot your motherfucking gun? Which one you gonna do? Because I'm gonna shoot my motherfucking gun. And I know a lot of people are going to backpedal and say, oh, no, I was shooting in the air. Now, that is what I agree with. I agree that how many times he shot was fucking overkill. It only takes one time to stop somebody. One good swift pow in the thigh, in the arm, in the leg, whatever. But we also have to understand that these cops are not marksmen. What is a marksman? A marksman is someone that is trained and specialized in shooting a gun. They basically can hit a bullseye in anything. They the niggas that be shooting cans off the fence, basically. Those are marksmen right there. These cops are not marksmen. They are there to protect and serve and just get to the situation and stop it. Okay. So that's why I feel like, and like I said, I don't want to stay here too long, but I'm not on the cop side, but I feel like what he did was justified at the moment, because we talking about a 16-year-old girl that is violently running outside with a knife, chasing after another girl, and I just pull up on the scene. What am I supposed to do? Hurry up and get my taser out? And like my dude Malik said, and I'm going to tell y'all about him at the end of the episode, and another co-host that I actually have that I'm about to get ready to switch up some things, but I'm going to tell y'all that at the end of the episode. But he brought up a very good point. There's a lot of, you know, videos online about people getting tased and they don't immediately fall to the fucking ground. they still got a little fight left in them. And if she had a knife, then, and she's like this, then if she got tased, that could still go down. So now we got 2 lives lost instead of 1. So who's eligible to live? Is it the girl that is about to get ready to die from the hand of the girl with the knife? Or is it the girl with the knife? And I'm not saying that to divide those two, because both lives are valuable. I feel like he should have grabbed the taser and brought her into court, and she spent the rest of her fucking life off in jail. Or not the rest of her life, but a good portion of her life, at least until 21. She's 16, 21, you know, aggravated assault, you know, obviously she needs counseling, you know, but, yeah, I think that that's a really tricky situation where we take sides on who's right and who's wrong. With the George Floyd case, it was definite. With the Gene Bottom case, it was clear. With the just coming up, the cop that said taser, but she shot her gun. I don't know that case because I don't watch the news. It's very depressing. But with that case, all of those cases should be ran on trial and they should be guilty. But with this one, we don't understand. We don't know and we don't understand. First of all, you don't understand what it feels like to be a cop. At the end of the day, the word of the day is self-preservation. If I walk up on the street and I see somebody swinging a knife back and forth all over the place, am I going to walk down that street? No, I'm not going to walk down that street. So all of you niggas and all of you people saying that, oh, well, I would just take them down. You're not taking down anybody with a fucking knife that you don't fucking know. You're not. You're not taking down somebody with a knife that you don't fucking know, bro. I don't give a fuck who they are. You're not taking them down, bro. I'm not saying that you're not taking them down as in you can't. I'm just saying that you wouldn't even approach them. You would walk on the other side of the street. So who are you to tell a cop at the end of the day when he take his badge and his uniform and his gun off and go home to his fucking family that, oh, you should have took her down? Like, he don't know her. At the end of the day, I bet you, I don't know him or what he does, but I'm sorry, going up to a chaotic situation like that where it's a girl coming out and she got a knife and she wailing a knife around and another girl fall on the ground and then a dude kick her in the back of the head and I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm shooting the aggressor. It happens all the time here in Texas. The aggressor goes to jail. I'm pretty sure that, and this, I always have to say this in my podcast. This is not me advocating for the cops. This is me advocating for a person at the end of the day. Are you a cop? Do you know what it feels like to go outside and have your life on the line every single day? And not know if you're going to come back home to your kids and your wife? You don't know what that feels like. Why? Because you work at fucking Wendy's, and you work at fucking Walmart, and you a truck driver, and you don't come in contact with violent fucking people every day. And like I said, this is not me advocating for the cop, but I feel like this should be due process. He should be able to go to court instead of everybody fucking dragging him. And we have to be careful about who we defend in the black community. That's the one point that I did want to get down to. We have to be very careful about who we defend in the black community, because when we just defend everybody, and we know from the politicians to the city council, all of those black people that are in high positions in politics, we know that they ain't right. We know that they sold us the fuck out. So are you going to defend those fucking people too? I'm just saying, we have to be very careful about who all we defend. Defend them, but at the end of the day, you have to say that they were wrong. You got to say that they were wrong. Now, I'm not saying that she should have lost her life because 4 shots was overkill, but I'm saying at the end of the day, was he at least a little bit justified? Yes. He walking up on a scene where a girl is flailing a fucking knife around. Name me one nigga that's gonna sacrifice their life for just some random niggas. Not me. Jesus Christ, maybe. You know? But not me. I'm going home to my girlfriend and my mama and my sister and my family. I don't do that. I'm stopping you right there force. Boom, right there. I'm stopping you. Maybe not in the chest, but definitely in the motherfucking leg. But like I said in the beginning, these cops are not marksmen. They have not been shooting all their life. You can literally get out of fucking high school and go and be a police officer if you want to, you know? So, and the other thing that I noticed about the situation was there was a lot of fucking adults standing around. There was a lot of adults standing around. And I'm just like, how did we get to this point where a lot of motherfucking adults are standing around and everybody got a motherfucking camera out, videotaping? Black people say that we don't trust the cops. We don't want the cops in our neighborhood. But we don't police our neighborhood. Tell me where we do that at. Like, you don't want the cops coming in. You don't want them to fuck with you. But you ain't gonna do the bare minimum and break up fights? How many people in my audience right now that's watching this YouTube video have fucking watched a fight and not broke it up? At school, at Chipotle, at Starbucks, at Walmart, just any fight that you seen and you just stood there. Me? I've been in several of those. So if we all saying that the cops are bad and we don't want the cops fucking with us, why are we not policing our own neighborhood? That's the reason they police us. Because we're not doing it ourselves. When you go to Beverly Hills, ain't no motherfucking body over there fighting and doing all that. Why? Because they know that the cops is going to be called. And guess what? That type of activity does not happen over there because they know that at the end of the day, somebody going to call the motherfucking police. So why are we not doing that? Why are we, if we don't want the cops to fuck with us, and this goes for anybody at this point. I mean, the white community, the black community, the Mexican community. I feel like at this point, everybody hates the cops. So if we all hate the cops, and we all don't want them in our spaces, in our neighborhoods, in our communities, why are we not policing ourselves? Why was it 3 fucking adults sitting there, and nobody not once decided to come up to the door and do a wellness check? Hey, everything okay over here? I heard some screaming and everything over here. Everybody okay over here? Oh, everybody ain't okay over here? Okay, so what's the problem, little mama? Hey, put the knife down, little mama. Go on ahead. You need to cool down. Hey, get her. Get her. I'm going to talk to her. You talk to her. Why are we not fucking doing that in our own community? That's why. And I'm not saying that it's justified because you always got to put in that little insert for idiots. Why are we not policing our own neighborhoods if we don't want cops and police in there to police us? They're going by their handbook. Whether it's wrong or right. I go by my handbook every day, and guess what? That whole wrong. But I go by it. Why? Because that's the fucking handbook. Cops' jobs are no different. They go by the motherfucking handbook. And it's an abuse of power because let's not act like, police officers, they're these good people. It's some good people off in the police officer space and they're doing their thing or whatever, and they're actually trying to change their community. But slavery didn't change. The overseer didn't change. They just rebranded it. It's the same badge. all this stuff that we're going through is not any different from what we was going through when slavery first happened. It's just rebranded. So my thing to black people and every other community, abolitionists, the white community that don't like cops, the black community that don't like cops, the Latino community that doesn't like cops, when are we going to stand up and police our own community? Break up fights. Stop kids from graffitiing our fucking buildings. Clean up our neighborhoods. When is that going to happen? And if that ain't going to happen, shut the fuck up and just keep commenting on posts on fucking Instagram. If you ain't going to do shit about it, shut the fuck up about what that cop did. Because you ain't that cop. And you don't know what he has to go home to. You don't know how many kids he has to provide to. And I said I wasn't going to stay fucking long on that, and I have a lot of fucking points on that, but I'm going to get off of that because that was a really big fucking, like, problem that I fucking had with this whole point. And just one more point before I get off of this. We have to be very careful as a black community about who and what we defend. We can't be around here just defending every black person. Because if we just get to the point where we defend every black person, even if they're in the wrong, then we become the people that just want pity. And we don't want pity. We want equality. We want to be equal. Not to anyone. We just want to be equally existing here on this earth. You know? It's hard having to work 2 times harder than your counterpartners, having to learn 2 times harder than your counterpartners just to get a job that pay the same. You know? That's hard. That's harsh. But I'm going to get off this subject. Like I said in the beginning, there's no right answer to this because either way, somebody would have lost their life that day. But I'm going to say this, for damn sure, I'm glad that it was the aggressor, the one with the motherfucking knife, you know? If I was that girl's parent that didn't have the knife, I was the other girl that was on the ground and was about to get stabbed, I would feel a type of way about the police not shooting that other girl. Because in that point, she was the aggressor and my daughter died because you decided to pull out that fucking taser that could have missed. You know? But that's my take on it. And as you can see, I'm very passionate about that conversation because I just feel like he would have got dragged either way. If he wouldn't have shot and she died, then he would have got dragged. If he shot and the other girl died, then he would have got drugged. But it's just like we got to start picking and choosing when we going to be defending. Like, always be with your people, but also have the bravery and the courage and the morality to pull them up by their collar when they need it too. That's all I have to say on that conversation. It sucks really bad that happened. Rest in peace to the young lady that did die, the 16-year-old that did die. And blessings and just, you know, everybody out there be safe, man. Just be fucking safe. It's getting crazy out here in this world, bro. But let's go ahead and get to this other conversation. Oh, God, if you've been on Reddit, Tariq Nasheed, if y'all follow him or, you know, subscribe to his channel, I actually love his fucking content. It's amazing. It's all about black empowerment. It's all about just everybody empowerment, honestly. But, of course, he put black people at the top because he himself is black. Some people deem him as a white supremacist. A black supremacist, excuse me. You're going to have to edit that out, Heather. A black supremacist, but he's not. I think that he is just for the betterment of his people. like everybody should. I mean, lions look out for lions, monkeys look out for monkeys, and so on and so forth. You should look out for your people, you know, except for when they wrong. But let's get into the convo. So my mom actually sent me this, and I had no idea that Tariq Nasheed got drugged for this on Reddit. And what's that app where everybody has the Apple phone and they fucking excuse me, I didn't mean to snap at you. But what is that shit? The chat room shit? What's that shit called? Clubhouse. He got drugged on fucking Clubhouse by a bunch of motherfucking girls and niggas talking about, oh, you shouldn't be making fun. Let me just go into it. I wish I could play you guys the clip. Okay, so it was a white boy. He was the attendant or the secretary or what is that shit? The front desk, the clerk of the front desk of a Holiday Inn or some shit like that. And I guess something had went wrong with the booking with the black guy or whatever, and this white dude started banging his head up against the computer and just like wilding out, bro. And I'm not laughing, bro. I'm not laughing because he banged his head. I'm just laughing about how bizarre the whole fucking situation was, because if I was in that situation, I really would know how to fucking act. I wouldn't know how to act if someone got my booking information wrong and then he banged his fucking arm on the desk and then I went and then he tried to fix it, and then of me filming him and talking to him, he just started banging his head up against the fucking, you know, computer. That shit was crazy. My mom sent that to me like 2 weeks ago. And I was just like, bro, what the fuck is this? What's going on with this nigga, bro? But I guess like he had like, I don't know. But let's get to the point. The point is that Reddit was switching the story around, and not switching the story around, but they were seeing it from a different perspective. They were seeing it as, this is a man that has like a serious fucking problem and you are filming him while he's having a mental breakdown. And my take on that is, and I'm gonna link this video in the description. But my take on that is, and I don't even want to sound like blackity black, but when you black in America and somebody can imitate you, bro. That's what I seen from that situation, is that at the end of the day, I got to have my own footage about what's going on, because you acting crazy and banging your head all up and down. And then he was already lying in the film. He had already had him on camera. It was just a snippet of what we seen. But he was already banging his head up against everything and being aggressive with this man. And it's just like, okay, well, you being salty about something that your company did. He didn't even say he did it. He said that Holiday Inn did it. And the other guy snapped. So it was like, okay, I'm not even saying that you did it. I'm saying that your company did it, and you're getting mad at me because your company did something and now you have to fix it, and now you're being aggressive with me. And we all know how it is when you black in America. We know how it is. Go watch that Emmett Till story. How she lied about Emmett Till whistling at her, and now that nigga dead. So we know how white supremacy works, because I see it at both ends. I see it from the unbiased opinion of, oh, well, these cops just killing people. From the first conversation that I had with y'all about the cop, you know, shooting a black girl. And now I see it from this end, from where white people can just say anything and get black people in trouble. At this point, we got to stop arming ourselves with these. And we got to start arming ourselves with these. And by these, I mean our footage. We have to start documenting stuff because white people can say anything and get us locked the fuck up. And I know that that's not happening everywhere for all of my white listeners. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking for evil white people and evil black people and evil people in general. People in power can say anything and get your ass locked up. That's what I have a problem with. And Reddit and Twitter and whatever that dying ass app is, what is that shit called again? Cash App? Not Cash App. What the fuck? Clubhouse? That shit's dying. Good riddance. Shit. Because they don't understand that white people are people in power. I said on my last episode with Wally Hippolito that I was going to stop saying white people. People in power. Because there's black people that are in power that keep us stupid and give us promises that they don't fulfill. And they give us the illusion that we're free. And then there's white people that pay them to give us that illusion. And then there's US. If you're up on the lingo of YouTube, you'll know what I'm talking about. Rhymes with chew. But and then those people pay white people to give us the illusion. If you following where I'm at, if you woke enough. But there's evil people everywhere. And evil people use their power, whether it's words or weapons or land or food or technology, and they control other people and they abuse their power in ways that will get you fucked up. And in this instant, white supremacy is at top. So if he wouldn't have gotten that footage, even though there was footage all over Holiday Inn, who's to say that the police that was going to come in was not a white supremacist and decided to debunk that footage? Where's your proof that you didn't do this to this white man? You know? Who? He punched you in the eye? The customer punched you in the eye because he had a dispute about his booking? Oh, you going to jail, sir. That's what I mean by Emmett Till. He could have Emmett Tilled him. And we wouldn't have been able to see what happened if that black man wouldn't have got that fucking footage. So me, what I would have to say to that young man that was the clerk, the front office clerk, or the office desk assistant, or whatever the fuck he was, go get help. America does not care if you're disabled mentally. They only care for physical disabilities. That's it. The only people that we care about in America, it seems like, because I care about all people that are disabled. If someone cannot physically tell that something is wrong with you, they don't care. So I feel like you should go get help. You're a danger to the environment that you're working in. That black man can fucking sue that whole fucking hotel, and I advise him to. Because at that point, his life was in fucking danger. What if he would have jumped over the motherfucking camera and hit him in the motherfucking head with the computer? Will we still have the same sentiment of, oh, that poor, white guy, God, oh, he mentally disabled, you shouldn't be filming him? I've seen people film for less. People getting in fights. Those people shouldn't be filmed either. They didn't give their consent to be filmed to be fighting. I've seen people film people for peeing outside, having sex outside. Did you tap them on the motherfucking shoulder and say, hey, I know y'all having sex right now, but I'm going to film you guys. Is that okay? No, you didn't. You didn't do that. So why is it a crime that this black man filmed this white man going fucking nuts when he could have potentially been the aggressor in that situation if the police fucking came? That's the only problem that I have with it, is that they're trying to twist the story to make it seem like the black person was the aggressor for getting documented footage, so when the cops come, he won't be the fucking one gunned down. Me, personally, I don't go fuck about your mental illness. Go get help. That ain't the first time he done slammed his head into some shit. Go get help. And 9 times out of 10, he didn't disclose that on his motherfucking application. You know why? Because his ass would have been the fuck in the back doing laundry, away from customers. Because that's what they do with people that are mentally disabled. They can't discriminate against you, but they can make it to the point where you have a job and you're not around customers to the point where you will be triggered. That was a triggering moment for them. I actually heard him in the video say, "Oh my God, you just ruined my whole day." The white guy, the clerk. "Oh my God, you just ruined my whole day." If someone filming you, first of all, is ruining your day, go get help. Because if you're doing nothing wrong, I don't care who's filming me. I'm doing nothing wrong. Great, film me. Why I'm doing everything fucking right, so then my company can see that I did everything fucking right. And then if filming you beating yourself up is ruining your whole life, that's grounds to go get fucking help. Go get help. I just don't know how to say it any other way. And then they dragged Tariq Nasheed for, telling the truth. Telling the truth that he was gonna get dragged, the black man. The black man was going to get tagged by the fucking police if that went any other type of way, and those cameras in fucking Holiday Inn did not fucking work. We see it all the time. They just put up cameras and it's just live feed. No recording, just live feed. So then the cops get there and then it's just all live feed, and it's like, oh, these cameras don't play back. It's just live feed. Now it's your word against his word. And we all know how it goes against our word against his word. Y'all will pick up on those later, those quotations, those air quotes later. But we all know how that fucking works when it's our word, quote unquote, against his word, quote unquote. We know. The whole thing I'm saying is black people, don't get Emmett Till out here. Video every fucking thing, every fucking word, every fucking document. Video, screen record, take a picture, everything. Any documentation that you think you need, do it. Because that's the only thing pretty much saving us out here right now, is that we have the internet. That's it. So I want to get off of that darkness for a minute, because I think I did one that was, kind of like, logical for both situations, one for the whites, one for the blacks, I guess, if you want to say it that way. But honestly, I just think that we're all people in situations that happen, and we make the best decisions. Whether you're white or black, Mexican, Latino, whatever you want to call yourself, we're all humans at the end of the day. And like I said in the beginning, self-preservation. You gonna do what you got to do to get home to your kids, your wife, your mama, your husband, whatever. Self-preservation is at the end. It's the word of the day. The word of this episode is self-preservation. And I don't knock nobody for having self-preservation. Yeah. So that's what I feel in that situation, is that the only thing that I could tell that young man is go get help, because it could have turned out really bad for that gentleman at the front desk disputing his booking information if you would have lied. Go get help. This ain't the first time that you done banged your head in, you know, the computer or hit a wall or whatever. And to the people that's saying, oh, well, he has a mental disorder. So what? Black people have PTSD from the hood. And we're still told that we're lazy and go get a job and all of this other bullshit. So, like, we're not able to, you know, wow out at our fucking jobs and not get fired. You're not either. Equality, you say that we're equal here in America, then let's be equal. Let's start holding people accountable to the things that we ourselves would not put up with. If you was that man that was sitting there and a dispute happened with your booking and somebody was very aggressive with you, you would not tolerate that. I'm not saying that you would have recorded it per se, but we're talking about a different time here. We're talking about 2021 where people words can literally put you in fucking jail. Can get you shot on the scene if you're not careful and you don't have footage. So, shout out to him for getting fucking footage. Well, we're going to move on to the next and last topic that I have. But a little insert. Y'all heard about Maxine Ghislaine? Maxine Ghislaine. Her little raggedy ass. Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, my God. I always get her fucking bummy ass name wrong. She doesn't even deserve to have respect of saying her name right because she's such a shitty fucking person. She sex trafficked over 100 fucking 50 girls and then verbally threatened them. I have no fucking sympathy for her. And it's funny that I have no sympathy for her because guess what? She have like a little nick on her eye right there, what looks like a fucking black eye. A couple of people have been saying that does not look like her. Me, I think it looks like her. I think that we're just used to seeing her with the short hair. And when people grow their hair out and they don't have all of the aesthetics and the privilege of going to go get their hair dyed every fucking week and, you know, lipo and all that shit, then they're going to look a lot different. I think that is her. But I could be wrong. The Rothschilds, they protect her. So she could be in fucking Boss Lee right now living her best fucking life, and that could be a fucking clone. Who knows? I just don't know anymore with this fucking country, bro. I don't know anymore with this country. But what I am going to say is that I don't give a fuck that she is hurt in prison. You traffic it and in prison inside of fucking Epstein's house over 150 girls. I don't care. Feed her to the fucking wolves. I don't give a fuck about her being abused in prison. And I think that's why this whole case of the George Floyd and, you know, the woman that thought that her taser was a gun, which is so crazy to me, but I'm not going to go over that one. And the other thing with the 16-year-old girl in Colombia has happened. I think that that's a diversion of getting us away from the important ones, which is the Ghislaine Maxwell case and the Hillary Clinton laptop and the Hunter Biden, the Hunter Biden situation, you know, with Russia or China or whatever the fuck. Me, I don't give a fuck. Beat her fucking ass up. Every big ass woman that's over 200 pounds, whoop her fucking ass. I don't give a fuck. When it comes to kids, it was kids in that ring, y'all. I'm just saying, bro. We have to start taking an approach of child trafficking and women trafficking more seriously. we just have to. Sorry, folks, that was my phone. This is my mom calling. But we got to start taking a more physical approach towards child abusers. Like, she really sat up there and said, oh, you know, her lawyers said, oh, well, you know, she doesn't get a lot of sunlight. And, you know, they'd only let her out for an hour. So the fuck what? When I was in prison, I only got let out an hour or two, and I survived. And now here I am, an hour with Crowder. Welcome, like, share, and subscribe, and comment, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Beat her up. Beat her the fuck up. Because I don't give a fuck. I know white people, black people, Mexican people, Chinese people, and we all hate child abusers. Back in the day, we would stone her ass in the city square. But now, she just get chance to be in federal fucking prison, sitting all comfy off of our fucking tax dollars. I ain't gonna go to the extent of what I want to say, but I could say it because I'm not even at the subscribers that I need to be for them to be noticing me. But it rhymes with ill. Ill her. Straight up. Because I don't tolerate that shit. If you hurting kids, women, old people, disabled people, and animals, I ain't got no fucking love for you, bruh. You are fucking with people that ain't got no fucking fighting chance against you. So what? You got a motherfucking black eye. Good. You need two, bitch. And a broken arm and a broken leg and a broken back. I don't give a fuck about her, bro. And I'm watching that motherfucking trial so I can come back here and tell y'all about it. Because obviously everybody just forgot about her and Hunter and Hillary and all these motherfucking people that just laptops was full of fucking child pornography. Everybody forgot about them because we all worried about a 16-year-old girl that had a knife and was about to kill another 16-year-old girl, or a cop getting, you know, put in jail for something we all clearly fucking seen. I feel like, okay, maybe it is a little insensitive of me to feel that way because at the end of the day, she's still a person and we all make mistakes. But ain't nobody making no motherfucking mistake like that. I ain't making no motherfucking mistake of trafficking a child. I don't give a fuck. Put her ass under the motherfucking dirt. I don't care about her fucking black eye. I don't care. Fuck her. And that's all I got to say about her. Because I feel like if I go any deeper, YouTube gonna be, hey, I think you might have violated our guidelines type shit. You know, they always hit that home on you. But the last and final thing that I got to talk about is the fucking bill, the executive bill that was passed by Joe Biden. Oh my God, let's get into it, folks. He passed an executive bill to protect Asians and Pacific Islanders because of the abuse that they was experiencing here in America, which I think is propaganda. I don't even think that it really happened, not to the extent that they said that it did. That's like you getting beat up one time and saying, everybody beats me up. When everybody doesn't beat you up, you just got your ass whooped one time. And then you just kind of put it on the news over and over and over and over and over again, you know? I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm saying that they're boosting it. That's what I'm saying. But to the point, he passed an executive bill protecting Asian and island Pacificers, which is not a bad thing. I think everybody here in America should be protected. This is a melting pot. We all exist with each other. And I honestly don't think that anyone has a problem with anyone. But it is a little funny. Let's take it back to the Obama, situation where, well, we had the conversation about oh, well, Obama can't specifically do anything for black people because this is America. So he can't do anything specifically for them. But here we are, a whole fucking bill for Asian and Pacific Islanders, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. If they out there getting their ass whipped every day on a regular because some idiot decided to ding them with the COVID virus, please protect those fucking people. But at the end of the day, we ain't just gonna act like you can't do something. You can. But you can if the purpose is big enough. And that's where we get into it. And I said this on my last episode with Wally Hippolyto, is that this is a ploy for them to get the votes for the upcoming president. Because guess what? We took care of you when black people, and I say that very loosely with air quotations, when black people, even though we're their base, fucking financial base, because who off in there buying fucking weave and chicken? We are. We they fucking base economics. We don't fucking hate Chinese people or Asian people or Pacific Islanders. We buy from them every fucking day. But as I proceed, we don't hate them. We don't harm them. They actually have stores in the hood where black people live and buy their product. And we got to put our motherfucking bag at the front door when we come in. We don't hate them. We their economic base. We the reason they rich here in America. And that's no shame to them. I would do the same fucking thing if I went to fucking China and China like Nikes and I know that I'm privy on the Nike culture. I'm going to sell Nikes in China. You know? But I'm saying that I think this is a ploy for the politicians. The politicians are lining this up just right. We just got over a election. Okay, well, in 3 more years, whenever they look back, hey, remember when we helped y'all out with all of y'all getting y'all ass whooped? Well, guess what? It's time to pay up. We helped y'all. We stopped them from whooping y'all ass. We gave y'all a bill. And I really hope that Chinese and Asians and any people from that, bloodline or race sees what's going on. Because black people don't fuck with them no more, bro. Black people don't fuck with Democrats no more. We damn near out the door about to do our own thing on fucking politics because we can't trust nobody. Everybody fucking uses us, bro. Everybody uses black people votes and don't give us nothing in return. So we out the fucking door. So we know for sure that Democrats cannot count on our vote in the next 3 years, and we damn sure ain't gonna give our vote to Republican, which I think that we kind of should see what that's about, because we've been Democratic for years, and we ain't got shit. So I think that we could probably try them, just a year or two, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not here for politics. I don't even like politics. I don't even vote, because I know for a fact that it's just it's a measuring stick. They use people like they about to get ready to use the Asian and Pacific Islanders. They setting them up, and then they about to say, okay, so because we saved y'all in America, y'all need to be voting with us. They ain't gonna say that outright, but that's kind of what the fuck is going on right now, bro. And he passed that motherfucking bill. And on to my other point is that everybody was talking about Obama when he was running, how he couldn't do anything specifically for blacks, but he did something specifically for transgender, specifically for immigrants, specifically for gay people. But you talking about you can't do nothing for a specific race? Well, Joe Biden just did it. Last time I checked, Asian was a race. So I just don't understand why you can't do it. And that's what takes me back to what I was just saying a second ago, is that it's a ploy. It is the Trojan horse to get the Asian vote, because not only are they really fucking like financially stable here in the U.S., but it's a lot of them. And if we help y'all, then y'all need to help us next time around. That's how it's going to go, folks. That's my honest opinion about what the fuck is going to go on. Because they already know black people ain't about to vote for them. Black people waking up. Black people trying to get the fuck away from politics. We trying to own and you know, entrepreneurship and ownership and get the fuck away from this shit, because we understand that ain't shit good coming up out of this shit. But man, folks, stay good. Stay woke. And I hate using the word woke, but you really got to open your motherfucking eyes to the shit that's going on, because it's so comical how if you're not woke, then you think that it's a good thing that's going on. Like, yeah, fight the good fight. But when you're woke, you be like, damn, they really trying to play us. Like, they, not only black people, but they playing the whole motherfucking America. America without the A, you know? I just don't know what to say anymore, but I'm already 1 hour and some change. I don't want to keep this going on, folks. So, I ain't got no fire rapid questions because it's just fucking me, you idiots. But, like, share, subscribe, comment. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. An Hour with Crowder. No, it's Crowder the Great. Crowder the Great on Twitter. An Hour with Crowder on Instagram. And go and like and also follow my Facebook page, which is An Hour with Crowder also. And get all of my latest podcast interviews every Tuesday. I didn't say that at the beginning, but there you go if you got it through the end of this fucking conversation. So be easy, stay woke, I guess. Woke, quote unquote. And be good, man. I'm out.